Another episode of Sleep Study Performance. Today in this episode, pretty much what I wanted to do was uh, go over to what I think is the best handling car for the Nurburing track in Germany in Gran Turismo 7. One thing that I do like to do is I actually like to, when I tune my cars, I actually like to tune them on the Nurburing track, just mainly just to see how they handle, what settings can I change. So as you can see, I do have, some standings within the cars that I have, that I completed the track, and, the times that I have. So as you can see, the car that I have is the Toyota TS 050, the Hybrid 16. Now, I say that is the best car for the track. Even though I don't have the highest time with that car, I actually love driving this car. This car has, to me, the best neutral handling. It makes you feel almost like a superhero in this car. It's almost like you cannot mess up. If you have the money to blow, I believe this car is like 1,000,000 credits, and I would love for you to buy this car. This thing is just awesome. If you just take a look at how it just goes around the track, I love it. It's almost you cannot mess up in this car. There's a couple turns that I messed up on, where I kind of hit the wall. But that was just me entering the corner too fast. But this thing, it just handles awesome. Now there are a couple LM cars that are actually faster than this. The Peugeot 908 is faster. The Porsche 919 is faster. Toyota even has a faster version. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the 12, the model year 12 is actually faster than this one, because you can upgrade it. This one, you can't do any upgrades as far as increasing the engine power on it. At first I was pretty disappointed when I found that out, but as I drove the car, I was like, it actually doesn't need any more power. It's actually perfect the way it is. You can go through these corners like it's nothing. It makes you feel like, you can't mess up on its track. If you have this car, you're actually able to feel the beauty of the track just mainly by driving this car through it. It's like it goes through corners effortlessly. And again, I did this track in faster cars, as you've seen in my standings. I just said for fun, I wanted to see what it'd do with the Tomahawk. And from there, I do have other cars that I went around the track with. But if this is, to me, I feel like the best car for this track. It makes you feel like you can't mess up. And of course, I just messed up right there, but it is what it is. Now there are some other cars street cars that handle really well. I actually just took a R34 around the Nürburgring, and it handled actually surprisingly well. And that was actually without me doing any tuning or anything like that to it. I was actually thoroughly surprised. But as far as race cars, this one, to me, I feel like it's just awesome. It's like you can't mess up, and it's just it's crazy. It hugs the corners. It doesn't have the best straight line speed. So if you are online racing someone, one thing I would say is make sure that you hit all your corners well. Because the thing tops out, I guess around 190, maybe 200 on a long enough straight. And that's without nitrous. I didn't add nitrous to this one. I just left it the way it was. But for the most part, as you can see, it is literally hugging the corners. And these are more of the series of corners where they're a little bit more tough in the track, so you'll definitely see, how it hits the corners on these ones. Now you find me a regular street car that can hit the corners like that on the game. I mean, please tell me in the comments. But this car is pretty awesome. And again, you know, I have one around the track faster in the Peugeot and the Porsche, but it was like, even though I went around it faster, I found myself getting into a little bit more accidents. The handling wasn't as, you know, it didn't inspire confidence like this one. So it's like, I feel like if you hit the corners, if you really, you know, good with driving, if you know, so many people have steering wheels and the pedals. I'm actually using the controller. But if you have, like, you know, the steering wheel available, I'm pretty sure you can get, you know, faster lap times with it. But like I said, the Peugeot and the Porsche really didn't inspire confidence for me to like hit the corners and go through it the way that I wanted to. And as you see, I was trying to beat my shadow. I was trying to actually beat the Peugeot's time in my, you know, my personal cars on this track. Again, I mean, you know, if you definitely want a car that inspires, you know, confidence and you don't mind hitting the corners, this is definitely that car. You know, and again, if you like the content, please subscribe. We'll try, you know, uploading more videos, you know, for more and more content. And I do have more content coming as far as car reviews and stuff like that. So again, if you do like the content, you know, like and subscribe, please. Let's actually see where we ended up at on the standing list. So my ranking board actually moved up a little bit. So still didn't get past the Peugeot. The Peugeot's at 554. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool. So again, you know, if you're looking for a cool car to drive, definitely you know, buy this car. Again, thanks for watching, and you know, hope you enjoyed the video.